Capricorn. Welcome to your Aries season April reading. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Alright, this is going to be a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope you guys are staying safe and being healthy. I know it's crazy. We're all doing our best, taking it day by day. Just some ground rules while we're getting started. Since this is a general reading, some of the messages may not apply to your situation, so I ask that you do not try to force anything. If there are bits of this message that don't make sense, leave them on the table. Only take what resonates. I will also add that this is just kind of like a general guidance video. I will be doing love readings later. I like to keep them separate because the topics can be so, kind of wide. I like to narrow it down a little bit. With that said, though, some relationship stuff has been coming up in these videos. So if I'm talking about something and it's resonating more with, a relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, family, if it makes more sense in a romantic situation for you, feel free to apply it that way. Nothing wrong with that, and it's kind of been happening. So just throwing that out there. With that said, let's get into it. Alright, Spirit, what guidance do we have for Capricorn? Oh, take that little flipper. Oh, okay. Wasting no time. Do I feel like, yeah, I want them. Yeah, I kind of already accepted that. We're taking them. What do we get? Ooh, alright, Capricorn. Sorry, my little friend. Knocking everyone over. Okay. So, first row, we've got... Oh, I'm so sorry. It's so bright. You're the first video I'm filming in the day. I'm right next to this window. So, sorry if it's a little too bright. I hope you guys can see that. You guys got the Page of Cups. Beautiful energy. 6 of Wands. And then also the 2 of Swords, which did come up reverse. I'm a little more connected to it right side up, but we'll talk about both, and then, some of you may still kind of connect with the reverse meaning. We're going to talk about these after. We'll see. We'll save that as a surprise for all of us. But with this first row here, Page of Cups, putting you in a very spiritual place. You guys are kind of, well, I will say, you've kind of been forced to, I don't want to say slow down, because I know you haven't. I know you better than that, Capricorn. But there's probably been a little moment where you've kind of gone within, right? Because this Page of Cups is a very spiritual energy, but it's in a good way. It's not that you are, I get it, you've been forced to do it, we're in quarantine, we're all kind of, being shut in, but you have really had this opportunity, and you're kind of going through this opportunity to kind of reconnect inside and find your own directions, find your own paths, find your own kind of areas where you can expand during this time. A lot of you have had to do a redirect, and now we're kind of working on something new. We've got some new tasks, we've got some new objectives, goals may be a little different, right? Because this is a page, so always kind of speaking to new beginnings. But this is one that I think you're a little more emotionally attached to. It may not... This feels a little different than the other readings, because I've been talking about being attached and emotionally connected to things, because it's more nourishing and it's more satisfying for you. For you guys, it doesn't necessarily feel that you're switching like a lot of the other signs are, where it was like on a course correct, where you were doing something you weren't super connected to, now you're doing something that you are. For you, it just feels like you're finding like a little side thing. Like, like whatever your main job is, or your normal job is outside of quarantine, that's been put on hold, but you're not the person to sit around and just hang out and, veg on the couch until you can go back there. So you've kind of found a new little project that feels fulfilling to you and feels like you're still being impactful or a part of the community, and, touching people and making a difference. It kind of feels like that's what's happening. Like you are still kind of steady and still and kind of in control, but there's bits of you that are reaching out, right? Because you can kind of see this outline. I hope you can see it. There's this little spiritual hand coming out the side, reaching to another. There's also, you're kind of having this out-of-body experience as here you are here, but yet you're also over there. So it's kind of you're still, at the core, you're still you. Nothing's really been thrown out of whack. You're holding it down, you're keeping it stable, but you found other ways to kind of work through things, again, to still achieve your goals, work at whatever it is you're trying to develop and evolve, and you're being successful at it. I can tell you right now with the Six of Wands, literally the success card, recognition. So especially if you're trying to put something out there during this time, whether it's your own business or you're doing something about outreach or volunteering or anything like that, like you are being recognized, especially if you're trying to do something on social media, which a lot of people are kind of having to do now, right? Because of no one's going shopping in a regular brick and mortar store. Any type of outreach like that, and I say social media because that feels real specific, but you're getting recognition. People are seeing what you're doing. They are still getting the impact from whatever your efforts are. And then we have the Two of Swords here. So, and like I said, it came in reverse, which is beautiful, because this way it's kind of about not kind of seeing everything, not making a decision, feeling like you're at a crossroads. I don't know enough about the situation to choose, do I go left or do I go right? So I'm kind of just stuck sitting here wondering. When that shows up in reverse, that tells me the decision has been made, which again, I know you have, because look, you're already working at it, being successful. So excuse me, I don't know what that was. All right. But yeah, it feels very forward moving, like you're not at that standstill. You're doing something about it. Where in your situation, being in quarantine, especially for a lot of us, physically you may be forced to not go anywhere. Like, oh, I have to stay at home. I can't go find new clients. I can't go to work. I can't meet people. All that kind of stuff. But you're still finding a way to make it happen. You're still finding a way and reinventing the wheel and doing all those things to still have the same impact. And you're making it happen. Like, I have no other way to say it. Like, you're doing the do. Like, good for you. I love it, Capricorn. Let's see what this top row has. So we have Knight of Wands, taking action. We've already talked about that. Again, good for you, Capricorn. I'm going to be a little wider. Four of Pentacles. Okay, saving our coins. We might be putting them away for something. To me, I think this is because whatever it is you're doing, to me it feels like you're bringing in some extra coins. And it's not coins that you are using frivolously. I want to say they're either going into a savings, they're going into a special fund. Some of it I feel like could be an investment, right? Like you're whatever, like let's say what you're doing is opening like a little business or a little side hustle, while you're, not at the regular job. To me, this is either saving it for, who knows how long the situation is going to last, or it's going back in to help fund what it is you're doing. So either way, it's not just being spent to be spent. Like it's either going to savings or it's being spent to make more money. Like either way, it's successful. Or it's useful, or whatever word you want to put there. And then you have two really excellent major arcanas. You have the Star and the Chariot. So I love this, especially when these coming out at the end. So Star is all about hope, optimism, faith for sure, definitely faith. And I almost want to say you guys are, I wanted to say pulling the strings. And I say that because I was looking at how the woman in the Star card, she kind of has this tether, right? She's connected, which to me I always feel like you're kind of in alignment, right? Like you're connected to source, you're in the flow. But looking at it in this particular instance for this particular reading, it doesn't feel like the star has a connection to you. I almost want to say it's like you've tethered the star, like almost like a kite. Like the star is the kite and you're holding the string and you're kind of flying the kite. Like to me, I feel like you're kind of flying the star. Like you're really making this situation your own and doing something about it, being super proactive, and in a way that just feels very right for you. And it's actually a really, really nice thing. I'm trying to find something to give you advice or counsel or more info on what's coming up, but it's kind of like you're kind of doing it. Like it's like I don't see anything in the future except moving forward, making making success. So I will say some of you, with whatever it is you're doing now, Capricorn, whatever kind of new thing or little project you've created for yourself, I think it actually could take you somewhere if you end up keeping it around, or and maybe it's not your main thing when you go back, but like if you just kind of keep it alive and keep it going, it feels like this particular path is actually really positive and really, really good for you. Let's kind of see what's on the bottom. Yep. Yeah, look, I mean, oh, I'm just going to lay these all out for you. So we've got Temperance, Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands, and then 10 of Pentacles. Again, those coins in the bank. I talked about them going to saving, or they're going in as an investment to make you more money. You know, so we have the Temperance, which is the mixing of all the elements, right? It's like, you know, it's that cooking phase. You've put everything in the pot, now it's cooking. So it's like elements are coming together. You're manifesting and attracting this success, and, you know, again, the attention you need with the recognition. We talked about with the 6 of Wands. Communication coming in very, 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 very fast, speedily. Even the Chariot talks about speed and movement. All ending with the 10 of Pentacles. Abundance, coins in the bank, like, I'm saying whatever this little side hustle is, it's looking really good for you. So that may be something to kind of keep around and something to think about as these days go by. Kind of see what the response is to whatever it is you've been doing. And it doesn't have to be work. I'm just using that as an example. This could totally go to your engagement with your current job. You might be impressing someone by, you know, what activities you've done in the interim, or how you're handling this whole transition, you know, with a boss. This could have to do with connections and ties you have to your friends, family, community, maybe, if you're doing some type of outreach. Like I have friends that are delivering food around their neighborhoods and doing like food prep things. So if it's something that related to that can also be amazing. Definitely would get you recognition and praise for something like that. So again, take it as it resonates and apply it where it fits. So it doesn't have to be work, just because that's the first example I talked about. But whatever it is, it's getting you a lot of praise and getting you noticed for all the right reasons. Okay, one more shuffle. Let's cut these. Actually, I'm gonna slide those down so we can have a little more space. Nice high one, all right. Hey, I ain't mad at you for that. So you have here the Lover card. Now I'm going to describe this in 2 ways, mostly because I told you at the beginning that these readings have kind of gone, some of them are general and more self and personal, and some of them have been a little more relationship oriented. So it may be one or both of those meanings for you. So again, take it as it resonates. I would say the most obvious, if this is about a relationship or a romantic situation, I will say I feel like if this is applying to a relationship, I do feel like this is more towards my single Capricorns out there. I feel like the recognition you're getting, like whoever's noticing what you're doing and the good deeds you're doing, that is what makes, you know, this new partner be like, oh, look at what she's up to. Hey, did you see what he did? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, that's whatever you're doing is raising awareness, and that's how this person sees you. If this is like a new lover coming in, right? They recognize the compassion you have, and they admire what you're doing and how you're doing it. Oh, sorry, I got distracted a little bit. And I almost want to say it's really, especially if you're like making something, and I don't know why that's what I want to say, but because I'm looking at the image and you can kind of see there's like these little I want to say they're apples. They look like apples to me. I don't know, it's like there's little fruits, like there's one by this one's neck, and they're kind of dotted around the card. Like it feels like there's a product, like there's produce here. Like it feels like there's a product, like you've made something or you've done something, you've delivered something. There's some type of tangible object involved with whatever it is you're doing. And something about that is kind of what catches this new lover's eye. And then the other one, I want to say it's more guidance taking on the qualities that we find in a lover, right? That compassion, that kind of intimate connection to people. And again, I talked about earlier, this is something that you're a lot more emotionally connected to and fulfilled by. So really putting your heart into something and caring about what you're doing. Having the passion and intensity that a lover would have for, a new exciting romance. That's kind of the energy you're putting, or you should kind of be putting into this project, because of how much is coming out of it, right? And it's something that's super meaningful to you. Like, you think about lovers, like they are just kind of enraptured by each other, right? Like, think about like two people on their honeymoon. Like no one exists on the planet but the two of them. It's kind of like that, like how intense you are bonded to whatever this little project is. And I feel like I just did it a disservice calling it a little project, because it's not little at all. It's very significant, but I feel like the lover's coming through just how passionate you are about this kind of new beginning, this little opportunity that you've created for yourself. It wasn't something handed to you. It was definitely something that you thought about. Hey, you know what, while I can't do this, I think I'd be really excited about doing this, or starting this little project, or making this happen. Like, I think I could have an impact, I would enjoy it, I can get people involved, or whatever the storyline is. But very, very nice. Okay, didn't even get to ask the question. Capricorn, you guys are like good to go. You're like, I'm ready, let me have it. Oh, this is the first time I've seen this card. She's nice. So you guys got the secret. You do have the secret. Look at what you're manifesting over there. Haha. So the secret. What a nice, amazing image. And I'll hold it closer so you guys can see the prompt. The unknown, mysteries, wonders. Look at that. Looking right at you. The secret. I'm trying to see what I get off this card. To me, I feel like the mystery is really the biggest thing that is coming through. And it's funny because I don't necessarily... I mean, it's a mystery for a reason. So I'm like, tell me the secret so I can tell everyone else. But to me, I think what's really significant here is that, and I kind of had just said it, about this is something you've created. Like, you've created this. It wasn't something that was offered to you or suggested to you. This is something you've done completely on your own. And it's opening up some type of, I was going to say like stash. Like there's this kind of sacred space, right, with the secret. There's like this sacred space that it wasn't hidden from you, but it definitely wasn't open to you. It just kind of existed. It was just kind of there. It was like neutral territory that had some goodies in it that no one had found yet. No one had put it on the map yet. And what you're doing, this path you've kind of created for yourself, just by taking action, right? Because you haven't done anything incredibly extraordinary. All you did was act. You took the necessary action to do something for yourself and for others. I think that is what's kind of opening up this kind of, it feels like a little hoard. Like, I do feel like there's something hidden there, and right now it's opening up for you. So and that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, if you keep this going, there's something in it. I can't say what. For some of you, it may be meeting a potential partner. For some of you, it's going to be money. We saw with the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you, it may just be home and satisfaction and success, however you define that. It could be many, many things, and it will be different for everyone. But that's what feels so, like, strong about this secret, because it doesn't necessarily feel like something. It's not like a set thing, right? But it just feels like there's something there, in the shadows, hidden under this tree, that now, because of what you've been doing, now you have some secret little guide that's taking you. It's gonna be very like will-o'-the-wisp vibes. Like, you're the only one who sees this little will-o'-the-wisp that's, guiding you through the forest, right? That's a very interesting card. I think I'm gonna have to sit with this card for a little bit after this reading. But very, very cool. And it kind of makes sense with the star card as well, because the star card is all about hope and faith, right? You know, there's no, I don't want to necessarily say there's no promises, but there's no like guarantee, right, with the star, but it's still very positive. Just believe in it, have faith, trust that, you know, you're going to go where you need to, or what you're dreaming of is going to happen. Like, it's just faith in what you're doing. Let's see what this bad boy is. Oh. What did it tell you about those readings coming through with some romantic vibes in them? Hello, soulmates. Now again, soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic partner. Could be a friend, could be, you know, could even be a business partner for some of you. But, you know, every time I see soulmates, I instantly think of romance. So, just saying, my singles out there might have some fun stuff coming up. Prompt reads, soulmates are important people who teach you life lessons. They can be friends, lovers, and family members. So definitely got some big connections. You even have, you know, literally like a little soulmate in the secret card, right? So you may find this little treasure trove together with someone, or they are the secret, right? So again, apply it how it resonates. It's gonna be wonderful either way. So it doesn't really matter. But, you know, get excited. Get excited, Capricorn. Ooh, all right. I am going to wrap up your reading there. Beautiful reading. I wish I had more stuff on what's coming up, but like literally, like all, you know, there it is, right there. Soulmates and finding the secret. That's what you have to look forward to. But what you're doing, perfect. And keep putting it out there, because again, it's all about getting you noticed, getting you recognized. So do the most in that aspect. Get your, whatever this project is, get it out there. Let it be seen, because it will be. All right, my lovely Capricorns, I'm going to send you on your way. As always, stay healthy, stay safe. I love you guys. I am sending you love and light. Remember just to, you know, be super cautious nowadays. Make sure you're washing your hands. If you're going outside, wear your mask. You know, try to stay at home and isolate as much as possible so we can kind of cut the spread of this, and, you know, we can kind of return back to our new normal, whatever that's going to look like. But until then, love you guys, take care, and I will see you in your next video. Bye, Capricorn.